everybody, this is Marty Mangello at the United States Presidential Service Center, coming to you from having served 6 presidents now. And Dr. David Evans is doing a fantastic job with the PIC TV network. Be sure to check out all the offerings on PIC TV. Go crazy, hit up about 10, 20, 30, 40 channels. The more support, the more watching, the more it grows, the better it does. And it is doing good, isn't it? It's a great thing that we all need more of in this world. Thank you so much, and don't forget, think PIC TV.
What is this? It's kind of light. Oh, my body starts to shiver. Worries when I'm on a high. Oh, I've never felt like this before. Got to let it go.
When you move abroad, there are some things you can't take with you. But there are some things you just can't leave behind. For international health insurance, choose Allianz Worldwide Care.
Queens, what's the TV network y'all gonna be watching?
PIC TV Network.
Woo-hoo.
We've all been hurt at some point, even abandoned. Many of us have done the hurting ourselves. We get to the point where we don't trust anyone, nor do we feel worthy of being loved by anyone. Then there's that one person who just doesn't give up on loving you. Their love is unconditional. Their love stays long enough for you to heal. And then they promise to never leave. That's love you can count on. God's love.
Hey everybody, Dr. David Evans here, PIC TV Network President. Breaking news, we have a hot show coming on once again, beaming it all the way from you-know-where, New York, with Patty on. Patty, who we love so much. Patty, how you doing, Patty?
Well, I'm doing great, and I'm going to say, how are you doing, birthday boy? Happy birthday to the CEO and president of PIC TV Network, Dr. David Evans. I saw you flying some airplanes this weekend on social. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Patty. I love you. And I'm sending my prayers and condolences to Michael and your family and the loss of the loved one. And we know that God has him. And this is what this show is all about, folks, living your legacy. And Patty has a special guest coming on today. And she is going to bless the whole world. Patty, come on and bring on your special guest.
Well, thank you for your condolences. And yes, we did lose our father-in-law. Well, I don't like to say lost. My father-in-law transitioned. I think that's fair to say. And he lived a beautiful life, 17 grandchildren, 5 children, wow. Beautiful legacy. And he will always be in our hearts forever and ever. And we did miss your birthday party, so apologize for that. But we were with you in spirit. And again, thank you for your condolences.
We have to dedicate this whole show And I want to tell it live, and Patty didn't even know. We're going to dedicate this to John. We're going to dedicate this to your father-in-law. This whole show is dedicated to John. Matter of fact, I might do something a little surprise for you before it's over with. So,
That's beautiful.
yeah,
Thank you.
this is dedicated to John.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Tell the
And
whole world-
that's really
tell
well
the whole
received.
world- Patty, tell the world about living your legacy. When you birthed this television show, what was in your spirit to do this? And what is it all about? What is this all about?
All right. Well, welcome to the Live Your Legacy show. And today we have an amazing guest, Dr. Lisa Cook. I'm really excited to introduce you. But let me just start from the beginning. The Live Your Legacy show here on the PIC TV network on Roku, channel 1000, also aired live across all multiple streams. This was birthed in the Miss You Graham Club and on another social app. But the foundation of this show is really Miss You Graham, and I am the CEO, founder of Miss You Graham. Here it is. It's a global solution to cope with loss, moving at the speed of life. And after being a hairdresser for 30 plus years, and people would come and sit in my chair and they were on their way to a funeral, a memorial, and I gave them that space to share about paying tribute and memories to their loved one. I saw what good it did for their spirit. They even looked happier or just relieved, if anything else. And I thought, hey, we got to do something with this. And that's how Miss You Graham was founded. And that's how the show was birthed. And I'm so excited to now again introduce our wonderful guest, Dr. Lisa Cook, from also author, coming out. This is a great book, an easy read, a feel-good read. And Dr. Lisa, I'm going to hand it over to you so you can give us a little bit more. Introduce yourself, and please tell us what brought you over here to the Live Your Legacy show today.
Well, thank you, Patty and Dr. David, for having me today on Live Your Legacy Cafe. It's such an honor. I am so humbled. As you indicate, I'm Dr. Lisa Cook. I am a licensed professional clinical counselor. I have been working in behavioral health field for 20 plus years. I am a certified professional life coach. I have been working with people, a variety of challenges and issues for the most of my career. But I was blessed to be introduced to you, Patty, through another social media platform. And since that time, we have connected on the Miss You Graham. You actually came to my podcast. I'm a podcast host with Coming Out Forums, and it's about how to live your authentic truth. And thank you for honoring my book, Coming Out, how to live in your authentic truth to create life impact. And so, yes. And so I am again honored to be here. And what brings me here is the opportunity to talk about legacy and talk about life and talk about purpose. And so I'm excited about this conversation as we dig into my story or my person I want to tribute tonight. So thank you again.
Wow, thank you so much. Well, it was an honor to meet you. It was an honor to be on your podcast and show. And I really do love your book because, like I said, it's an easy read. You know, sometimes when you look at self-help books, because I would consider this a personal development self-help book, you know, you think, oh my God, you know, I have to think real hard. This is an easy read, and it's almost, you know, like a practical book too, which I really, really love. And it inspired me to actually go ahead and create my own book based on, you know, dealing with grief, dealing with grief. But anyway, I'm just so happy you came on to our show today. And I'm going to ask you the starting question. Who do you want to pay tribute to today?
Thank you for that question. It's interesting as we talk about my book because I mentioned this person in my book, but I wanted to give tribute today to my sister. Her name is Nina Cook, She passed away when I was a junior in high school in 1987. And so what's interesting too is that I was speaking to my daughter and she said, Mom, we really never talk about my sister. And so I thought this was a beautiful place and space and time for me to honor her and value her life and legacy and to tribute to her because she meant a lot to me. And so I thought this was what wonderful moment in time to do this. So I'm so excited for the opportunity to talk about her tonight.
And that's it. You know, that's it. That's the target right there. It's when can we talk about it? You know, we're busy. We're busy people. We're busy doing what busy people do, and it just like, when do we talk about it? You know, we talk about it at the funeral. We might talk about it on a birthday, anniversary, a holiday. But why does it have to be that way? Why can't we talk about it and celebrate their life and live those good memories? Because you know, it's their living memories that bring us a happiness and smiles. So let's get right into it. How has she influenced your life, Dr. Lisa Cook? Over to you.
Yeah. So when I think about her, I think about her from obviously in the context of she was my older sister. I'm the youngest of 12. And my memories of her from childhood and my teenage years. And so when I think about her, one of the things that really resonates to my spirit and to my soul is that when I think about her, I always think about home. And sometimes when you think about home, for some people, that's a positive experience. Sometimes maybe it's a negative. But for me, when I think about her, that's just a space of security and a space of just warmth. And so when I think about her, my memory of her always brings back this idea of home. So when I was around her as a young girl, as a little girl, that's what I felt. And so when I reflect back, you know, you don't know when you're a kid what you feel, you know, it just feels good. So, but when I reflect back on her and her life and my experience with her, I'm like, yes, I felt home.
Oh,
And that's such a powerful experience to have when you have someone in your life that you can feel this warmth and this love and being seen, right? And being heard. And that's what my memories of her, when I think about her, that's what I consider and that's what I think about. And it's really emotional for me, actually.
Oh, and you know, when you're speaking that, you know what term comes to mind? Home sweet home. Home sweet home. And another one, I'm going to shoot out some quotes here. I go, a house is made of brick and stone. A home is made of love alone. But
Mm.
you just sharing that, I felt the warmth. I felt the love. And thank you for sharing that aspect of that feeling with us. Now I'm going to ask you, what is she remembered by? What did she have, like a funny sense of humor? Was she a good cook? Did she make funny one-liners? What tell us a good legacy that she's remembered by?
Yeah, I have a few, and so when I think of
Yeah,
something,
tell us.
I think something comical. I'm trying to think of something comical. I think what I remember her specifically is her. She was very much a person that was very kind, but she was no nonsense. So if you thought you're going to get something by her, that wasn't happening. And so she was very much of going to call you out because she just felt that was the right thing to do. That's my perspective from her. And
Love
so
it.
I'm trying to think. And so in any moment I think about her, she was going to address the issue. And while again she was kind, but nothing was getting by her. And so it makes me, when I think about her legacy, what I remember also with that is that her perseverance, and in my mind, when you look at, and I talk about my book, but her perseverance for me opened up the door to be authentic, to be authentically yourself. And so in that, sometimes when you think about that, and I think about maybe even for her, being authentic or challenging the status quo wasn't always easy. And so even for us, as you are authentic, it's not always easy and it ruffles feathers. And so for me, I remember her legacy as she ruffled some feathers. and when I think about the context of my family and things like that, she made being authentic something that I wanted to strive for. And to also come out of the shadows, right? When you hide behind the shadows of kind of living in a false sense of what the world is, what reality is, she brought that to me. So when I think about her legacy, that no nonsense, that kindness, feeling like home, but she challenged me. She challenged, I think, others around us and my family to be authentic and to speak truth, which always isn't easy, to be the only one standing and speaking truth. So,
you know what brings to mind when you were describing some of those characteristics? A waymaker. You know, this is the way. Waymaker. That's what's coming to mind. But that's really great. Now I know there has to be some stories that just bring a smile to your face. Come on, let's share.
yeah,
Let's share.
there are. So one of the memories I have.
Funny saying. Come
Yeah,
on.
because, I'm trying to remember if she had funny things, but what I do remember is that when I first played basketball, I was in 4th grade, and I couldn't play. Obviously, it was my first time playing. I had no skills, and she was watching me play. I had on like these shoes, had no traction. I went and shot the opponent's basket, and she was like, "Oh my God! Like, do you know what you're doing?" I'm like, obviously I don't. I'm in 4th grade, but I remember her distinctly thinking, "Wow, like what is she doing out there on this basketball court?" She didn't say anything like negative, but her face was like, "What is she doing?" And so, I can't remember any one-liners of her. I just remember her being there and how important that was for me, because I was such a young child, but also how embarrassed I was that I was like trying to do well, and then I'm shooting at the wrong basket, and I'm slipping and sliding, and I'm falling all over the floor, and everything. But so I'm sure for her it was very comical, but for me I was like embarrassed. But so that's one of the memories I have of her, which is a funny memory. But then also her at Christmas, she also was very much into making the house really like festive. And so when she didn't live with us, so she would come, she lived in Chicago, I lived in downstate Illinois, and she would come and she would make the house very festive. So you had all the fruit baskets, and she would wrap every present and like personally cut out these different ornaments type things for the gift tags. So it was like very personal and made it very festive. And I just remember those are the moments that I remember of her that were light and loving, and fun. And so she made all of those holidays experiences just a great experience for me and my siblings, my younger siblings, as we were growing up.
Oh, that's just beautiful. And what brings to mind? Attention to detail. And I imagine that, when you see the holidays and those beautiful decorations with those details, she comes to mind. Maya, did you say? Mia? What was your sister's name? Mia?
Nina.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Nina. I'm like, I know is Nina, Maya. I don't know. I'm just excited. Nina. And you know what? I'm thinking like Christmas time. The spirit is there. The spirit is there.
Yes.
That's just really awesome. Well, we're not done here with the questions, but we are going to go to commercial break. So definitely hang in there with us. And thank you for joining us here on the PIC TV network. And this is Live Your Legacy Show. We'll be right back. We're going to a commercial break.
I'm Sarah. I want to talk to you about a very important protect yourself rule. You have to know the difference between a safe touch and an unsafe touch. We all know safe touches, like hugs from our family or high fives with our friends. Unsafe touches are touches to private parts of your body. No one can ever touch parts of your body that are covered by a bathing suit, or ask you to touch them on those parts. But it is okay for a doctor to touch you on private parts when they're giving you a checkup and your mom or dad is in the room. These are safe touches. If someone gives you an unsafe touch, they might want you to keep it a secret. They might make you promise or give you presents to keep you from telling. But you always have to tell another grown-up about unsafe touches, no matter what. If you were touched on a private part of your body by someone you know or someone in your family, tell your teacher or another family member. It's never your fault if someone touches you like this. If it happens, other grown-ups want you to tell. Keep telling until someone helps you and make sure the unsafe touch never happens again.
This is my friend today. She signed me up to fly on this plane today. I did real good, so I can't wait to come back. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being so nice to me on my birthday.
Welcome. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. How you feel serving the people once again, man?
Hey, man, it's a pleasure, man. God blessed me with the opportunity to be a part of this, a friendship place, and to walk to home in homelessness has been something that's been dear to me for a very long time, man. And whatever I could do to be of service, man, I'm gonna be able to do it until I take my last breath.
Man, I remember I was here last year hearing you popping and spinning, man. When I came back, man, you did it again, boss.
Thanks for having me, man.
God is good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro. Ice cream cone, I'm gonna turn into a kid again. A kid, a 5-year-old kid when I eat this ice cream. It's a banana, nut, and cherry ice cream cone. Now, I'm gonna turn into a kid, so you guys better be ready. Here I go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here I go. I'm gonna turn into a kid when I eat this ice cream cone. Here I go, folks.
I love that one. We got to unmute Dr. David. You're laughing too much.
I turned into a kid again. I love that one. I don't know where that commercial came from, Patty. I don't know.
That's a great one. That made me laugh out loud every time I watch it. That is just really great.
A brand new hot show on the Big TV Network. This is like the 7th episode of Patty's new show, beaming it from New York, Live Your Legacy. I'm so happy to be the director and producer of this show. But so many people are being encouraged and motivated, inspired when they look at this show. And Patty herself is going through this process because her father-in-law went home to be with the Lord, and she stood beside her husband and family. And I just want to say thank you, Patty, for being strong. Thank you for bringing Lisa Cook up there. And all of these questions that you're asking everybody else, you're going through also yourself, Patty. Let's
Yep.
bring Lisa back in.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Lisa Cook, for sharing Nina's legacy. And it's been such a pleasure to learn about her. And everything you shared, you could feel the warmth and love radiating. And that's the whole purpose, to celebrate their lives, even after the transition of their soul. And, it's not easy, but it is, I think, really respectful to keep those memories alive, and this is where we do it here in Live Your Legacy. So now that we are here, and we're continuing in the living, in the land of the living, as they say, I am sure that your sister loved and adored you, and is proud to see you flourish. And how are you living your legacy today? Let us know a little bit more about Dr. Lisa Cook. Over to you.
Thank you for that question, Patty. And, that's a great question for each of us. And when I think about for myself, I'll start with just the basketball from when I was a little girl playing basketball with her watching, and being where I had no skill set, right? I was just starting off. I shot the wrong basket, the opponent's basket. It really brings me, and I'll get to how this metaphor is really about my life legacy, is it really puts me, because I played sports most of my life. And so, the biggest thing that I do now, and as living out my legacy, is understanding when it's not really how you start the game. When I started, I didn't know how to play. I didn't have many skills. I, shot the opponent's basket, but it's not really how you start the game. It's not even about the how many times you mess up. And that's why this is for myself and as I live my legacy, but it really is how you recover. And so when I think about my life, I think about my legacy, and I think about what I've been through and as I continue to grow as a woman, as a mother, as a professional person in the clinical work I do, it is about how you recover and how you rise up. And so how I rise up. And every time I continue to rise up from a mistake or a slip or a fall or shooting at the wrong basket, every attempt gets me better. Every time I rise up, I get better, I get stronger. And so in basketball, we have what we call field goal percentage. And so you want to have a really high field goal percentage. In order to have that, you have to make a lot of attempts. You have to shoot a lot of times. So it tells me, and it tells us, as I look at my own legacy, I have to keep trying. I have to keep going. I have to keep attempting in this game of life. And so for me, when I wrote my book, I went to these things called honor, value, and life impact. And so for me, what can I do to honor myself, honor my voice, value myself, value people in my life, and how can I create life impact? And so for legacy, it begins with me. And if I'm okay, if I'm honoring me, if I'm valuing me, whatever I offer to the world, whatever I intersect with the world, it creates life impact. It's like that time you throw a pebble in the, and it ripples. And it ripples and it ripples. And so my legacy is about rippling. It's about that life impact that ripples and ripples. So every time I get to intersect with someone, if I'm okay, if I'm honoring Lisa, and if I'm honoring Dr. Cook, and I'm doing what I need to make sure that I am recovering and making more attempts to survive and live and thrive and all those things we do, then the ripple effects is impactful. And so that's how I am living my legacy, knowing my purpose, knowing my voice, being true to myself, and making sure that I'm okay. That's a product of me living my legacy. And I draw that back to my sister and that first experience of playing basketball. So.
That was well said. I didn't see that one coming, but that was well said. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Any last sentiments, any quotes that you might want to share with us. And again, where can we find you? Where can we get your book? Tell us, Dr. Lisa, over to you.
Sure. So I'm going to just show my book on the screen. So coming out, How to Reclaim Your Power and Live Your Authentic Truth to Create Life Impact. It's going to be available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can get it in hardback. You can get it in a Kindle version. So it's available. It's a really, as Patty noted earlier, it's a really simple read. It's full and for you. I am a life coach, as I noted, but you can find me on any podcast, Apple podcasts, Spotify, from Coming Out forums. And you can from lifeimpactcircles.com, where you can look if you want coaching and things like that. But I'm going to leave with this quote that's in my book. So I'm going to be reading it. And it's called Power. Keep your power. The measure of one's power is connected to one's mindset and how each person filters in information. Your power says, if it rains, you will choose to look for a rainbow. Your power says, if I'm experiencing disappointment, you will choose to keep hope for better times. Your power says, if I fail the first, second, and third on the third attempt, you will continue to choose to try and try again. Your power says, if you hurt me, I will choose to forgive for the betterment of my own heart. And your power says, believing in yourself is paramount. So I leave with those words, keep your power.
Right. All right. Come on. That was great. And again, you could find more of that in the Coming Out by Dr. Lisa Cook, available on Amazon. Otherwise, find me and I'll lead you right to it. And again, Dr. Lisa, for being a guest on our show, you will be receiving the Live Your Legacy journal book. And guess what? This is not your ordinary journal. And you don't have to be an artist either. This is blanking side, because this is the imagination. There is no lines, and you could use it for a shopping list. You could use it for drawing, or you could use it just for freestyle writing. But again, this is to journal, not in the lines, and it will be accompanied by the pen. And again, we thank you for being on our show tonight. Again, I'm going to do a little reset. Welcome to the Live Your Legacy show here on the PIC TV network. It's the People's Investment Channel on Roku TV, channel 1000. We air on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Patty Frudenberg. I'm also the founder and CEO of Missugram, a global solution to cope with loss, and we're moving at the speed of life. And I am here co-hosting with Dr. David Evans, the CEO and president of the PIC TV network. And again, we are the People's Investment Channel, so we appreciate all donations, contributions. Just go ahead, check out that barcode. You'll see the links that you could give a donation. Any support is grateful, and we are so thankful for the views, the shares, and we thank you, Dr. Lisa, for being a guest here tonight. Again, this is the Live Your Legacy show. We're going to go over now back to a commercial break, and thank you so much. Dr. David, over to you. Oh, we can't hear you.
When you hear that buzzer, that means you are the showcase person of the month on PIC TV Network. And Dr. Cook, you are the showcase person of the month on PIC TV Network. That means your interview was rated #1. And now, because of that, when we come back, you got to do PIC TV Network Fun Time. Right after this commercial, we're going to ask you some fun questions. Are you ready for that?
Here we go.
We got some fun questions because you won. You're the host of the month. We'll be right back after this, folks. Don't touch that dial. You're watching the PIC TV Network.
what's up, y'all? Said the Entertainer. I want y'all to check out Pick TV Network. That's right, Pick TV Network. They got 60 free channels on Roku. This is dope. They also started the brand new Coaching World channel at $9.89. So if you are a content provider, you are a young business with an opportunity to build something, a platform where you can have your own show, do some programming, check out Pick TV Network on Roku. They got over 60 free channels for you to check out and also grow a business. Go and see them now. See the content, see what they have to do, learn something, check them out, all right? Pick TV Network, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, everybody, we're right back here on Pick TV Network. We just heard one of the greatest shows on Pick TV Network. That's Patty from New York. And because her special guest won the #1 show interview of this week, folks, we're going to bring her right back. And she's going to play on the Pick TV Network Fun Time. Fun Time on Pick TV Network. Patty, you got to keep the score. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're going to respond to me. Nobody knows. This is unrehearsed. This is off the cuff. She does not know what I'm going to say, but she's going to be ready. So first of all, let's do this one. Do you like hot or cold?
Hot.
Hot. All right. All right. So that's 10 points. She don't know, folks. It's the Fun Time on Pick TV Network. Okay. Let's do another one. What do you like best? Chicken, fish, or tacos?
Chicken.
Chicken. All right. Now, if you could cook a breakfast, lunch, or dinner, which one would it be?
Oh, goodness. Dinner.
Dinner. Okay. Me and Patty is coming to your house for dinner. What are you going to cook for us?
I'm going to cook you lasagna with some, probably a nice Italian salad and some rolls and probably some wine to accompany that meal. So.
Wow. Patty, did you hear that, Patty? I got to bring Patty.
Oh, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry.
That's my favorite.
What time is dinner?
You got a lot of people out there wanting to say, I want to come too. This is Pick TV Network Fun Time, folks. This is a special presentation on the show. We bring on, when a person does so good, we bring them on Fun Time. Pick TV Network Fun Time. Now, let's go back to the doctor once again. Now, what was your favorite toy for Christmas? And you have to go back and give us your favorite toy for Christmas.
My favorite toy for Christmas. I'm gonna have to go with probably the Trouble. Is it Trouble Game? The Trouble Game? The Trouble? Yes, the Trouble board game.
Yeah, Trouble. That was the game.
That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. Many people might not know.
I love that one. I love that Trouble Game. That was one of the most fun times in Christmas. Now, let's talk about something else. Yes. What was the worst job you ever had? The one person said working at the cemetery. One person said working at a dog farm. What was the worst job you ever had?
Oh my gosh, the worst job I ever had. Probably the very first job I had, which wasn't probably horrible, but it was to me. I worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I hated it because I had to pack coleslaw, which I could not stand the smell. So that was probably the worst job I think that I can think of right now.
Patty, I would love that job. I could eat all the chicken legs.
You wouldn't want to pack that coleslaw. Oh.
No, he'll be eating the chicken. That's why he might not like the coleslaw, but he'd be eating the chicken. That reminds me of Dr. Lisa. My first job, I would say that would have to be the one I didn't like, and it was Dunkin' Donuts. Nothing against Dunkin' Donuts, but oh my God, I smelt like donuts, but not in a good way. Oh my God, the smell on my clothes and my hair.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. No.
That's it. That's exactly it.
No.
Okay, Dr. Cook, let's go back to fun time. If you could be in any movie at any time, what movie would it be? You could be in any movie.
Any movie at any time. I'm gonna have to go because I always wanted to be famous, so I'm gonna have to go with Bodyguard, Whitney Houston.
That was it right there.
That's a good one.
That's 100 points right there. Bodyguard was it. You set it down right there. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Marvel. If I'm gonna answer that, I'm gonna go with Marvel. I'm gonna be some Wonder Woman.
All right. Now,
or
if
Spider-Man.
you were on an island, Dr. Cook, by yourself for 3 years, you gotta give me 3 artists that you want to listen to, or 3 groups you want to listen to. What 3 main groups that you want to listen to, or 3 songs you listen to, 3 artists?
Okay, so 3 artists I'm on the island for 3 years. I'm gonna listen to Ricky Dillard, You're the Lifter of My Head. That's the gospel. I'm gonna listen to oh my goodness, let me think. Oh my God, Lovely Day by Bill Winters. Is it Winters or Withers? And oh my gosh, I got one more. I'm Mary J. Blige, Just Fine. That's my 3.
Wow, Bill Withers, Lovely Day. That's 500 points right there. That has to be, because that song is so big. Let me see, can we get Alexa to help us out? Alexa, can you play Bill Withers, Lovely Day?
Playing specific songs is only available with Amazon Music Unlimited.
Oh,
here's a station based on Lovely Day by Bill Withers.
It's not warm when
oh man, Alexa, play Bill Withers, Lovely Day.
Playing specific songs.
She's trying to like we'll come back to sometimes she be drinking, she take a little break, sometimes she take her own little vibe. But yeah, that's a 10,000 points right there.
Okay.
That is big. He's one of the greatest of all times.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about a couple of more. Pick TV Network Fun Time, folks. Dr. Cook won her opportunity to be on here, and your favorite charity gonna get something at the end. Now, Dr. Cook, tell me, let's see. If you can go on any place around the world and you can stay there for 1 year, all expenses paid, everything you will want for 1 year, what place would that be?
Around the world, I could stay for a year.
For 1 year.
Maybe I would go to Greece.
Wow. Why Greece? Why Greece?
I've never been, and I'm enthralled by the culture, and probably the culture. Maybe it's peaceful, and I want to just experience something different. So yeah.
Wow, Greece is it. Patty, how's she doing up here, Patty? How's
doing? This was a fun discovery, a surprise. Again, this is Live Your Legacy, right? So it's nice to right. You're living it, and it's nice to know a little bit more about you too. You know, we remembered Nina, your sister, and that was beautiful. But we also want to know about you because you're living, and I'm sure Nina wants you to live your legacy and live your life to purpose and meaning and to the fullest. So again, we could plan and and also just wish. But yeah.
You did so good on the fun time. We got to bring you back to part 2. You that was amazing. Yeah, I had a couple more for you, but I guess we'll save that to next time because you acing everything out. You told me the favorite movie. Okay, if you can meet any star, past, present, or future, or past or present, what star would that be? It can be a music star, movie star, pop star. Who would it be?
Oh my goodness.
I give you two. I give you two.
Two? Wow. I think that I would want to meet Dorothy Dandridge, and I would probably want to meet. I don't know if I want to meet. Oh my goodness, James Baldwin. He's actually a famous author, poet, and philosopher. I would like to meet him. Yeah.
He's big. He's big. Now, that's 500 points right there. Now you're a basketball fan, right?
I am.
You're a basketball
former basketball player. So yes, and fan.
A former basketball player?
Yes.
Come on now. I gotta throw out some extra ones that never been out there before. Since you are a former basketball player, wow. I played in basketball before in high school, junior high school, elementary. You got to guess what position I played.
Well, I don't know how tall you are, but I would suspect you played a 3 or a forward.
Yay! 1,000 points. Matter of fact, I should go get my old school reunion book up there. They call me Mac Dave because I can shoot that one shot. I got a basketball in my trunk of my car. I carry it everywhere I go. I love basketball. I mean, I saw the game last night, so I love basketball. So you got me on that. Now, name me 3 of your favorite teams.
Oh wow. Okay, basketball. Are we talking college or NBA?
NBA, all the way.
NBA, I would say the Celtics, Boston Celtics. Wow. I would say the Lakers. And then I would say I'm gonna go with Dallas Mavericks. So
wow, Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, LeBron, Dirk Nowitzki, and who's on Boston? Tatum. But I actually liked Boston when they had Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce. That's the team I really and Rajon Rondo. So yeah.
Wow. So when you come to DC, we got to go to a game. We got to go to a game when you come to DC. We got to go to DC. And then we go out there and see what you can do with the old man. I still got a couple. I got some moves on here. I got some moves in there.
That's retirement. I'm in retirement, though. I'm in retirement.
No. I'm not gonna let you go like that. I'm not gonna let, because you can still show me a couple of things. A basketball player. Oh man, Lisa Cook, I'm so proud of you being on here tonight with us on PIC TV Network in the fun time. You want something special gift to come on PIC TV Network. So we're gonna bring you back. And because you did this, you won a PIC TV Network spotlight on the Book Authors channel. So you can come on and showcase your book for 20 minutes. You talking to the world about your book. Patty.
Thank you.
Thank you for this interview, Patty.
And, I just want to recap. I mean, seriously, right now I'm thinking Nina is just basking that we're laughing about your basketball life. Is that a beautiful, it's bittersweet, yes, but it's beautiful nonetheless. And for that, I thank you for, sharing that with us and allowing that space to just live in the legacy, embrace the living, and just, live, love, and laugh. Thank you, Dr. Lisa Cook.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Patty. It's been my honor. I'm so humbled and appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, this has been one of the biggest shows of the year. Doc, you just fit right in. This is your first time on PIC TV Network. And tell us how you enjoyed being on PIC TV Network. How you enjoyed the commercials. How you enjoyed being on with Patty tonight. How you enjoyed PIC TV Network.
So let me again just thank you both for the opportunity to be here and to share something personal to me and to be a part of the platform. It has been a pleasure. It's been a great experience, very professional, very well narrated and edited. And so I think everything has went exceptionally well. And so I'm just, again, honored to be a part of this in this time, in this space. So thank you again. And PIC TV, I'm going to make sure I tell everybody about it. Going forward. So thank you so much again.
No, thank you, folks. Thank you for coming on PIC TV Network. Everybody watching, don't forget to watch the repeats on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter. We all over the place, and we got some new exciting things that we're going to share with you about our upcoming shows on PIC TV Network. See that book right there? She's going to be on the Book Authors channel on the PIC TV Network, one-on-one with Dr. Cook. She may mess around and have her own show on here, like Patty done. Patty got hers. She could probably get her own show coming up on PIC TV Network. Well, we'll be right back after this, folks. Thank you for your time. PIC TV is the place to be. Thank you again, Patty, for just another great show. As always, Patty.
Thank you.
Did it again.
And again, happy birthday. And, thank you for remembering my father-in-law as well in this.
Yeah. We're not finished. We're going to definitely do some more segments to him, honoring him. I wanted to put up a picture of him because I saw it on Instagram, and I was going to bring that over. So we'll bring it and dedicate some more to him. We love you. We love Michael. And we want our audience, please watch. We are in our 7th series, so we have all of these shows. Patty keep bringing on all these guests coming on. You have some more exciting guests too, Patty. You got some secret guests coming on. You have some secret guests coming on the show. And we want to thank all of you who are watching right now. Dr. Cook was just amazing. She did awesome, folks. So don't forget to keep watching PIC TV Network. And don't forget, everybody watching right now, please give a gift. Get your phone. Go up there right above where Patty is. If you like this show, you want to keep our shows alive, our programs alive, send a gift right now. Get your phone, scan that QR code, send a donation. Any size donation is better than no donation. We are a supported donation by the eyes of you who are watching right now. And our shows and programs continue to go on because you give a donation and you give a gift to help us. Patty, I am so happy for all of the world watching the Live Your Legacy show on the PIC TV Network. And we want to thank God for all of you who are watching. We'll be back next week, folks. Don't forget to keep watching. You know what? The PIC TV Network. Live your legacy. Thank you.
First time flying a 747 assimilated Boeing airplane was amazing. The captain taught me, and I was just listening. And, just to be in a position where flying in the air is so different from being a passenger when you're behind the cockpit and you listening to the captain who's instructing you on what buttons to push to make the plane fly, and also to be moving, this assimilated aircraft is the same thing that the pilots use before they take off and fly. Passenger planes with 140 people on it, valued at $140 million for this airplane. Was amazing. This was one of the best days of my life. I can't wait to go back and fly again. It was amazing. The instructor taught me, and was happy to be in the cockpit, sitting in the captain's seat, flying this plane. It's the closest thing to being there. And my wife was back in this seat. My son Amos was back in the seat, and they didn't want to fly, but I did, and I'm so happy I did. And I can't wait for you guys to see some more of this footage of me flying this Boeing 747. I want to thank the captain, the team, and also everybody who worked for Boeing, from the president to the vice president to everybody, and also the people who make these assimilated aircrafts. It's like being right there, and I can't wait to go back again and fly some more. I'm addicted to flying now. This is David Evans, and I'm honored to be one of the new pilots coming up real soon. This is my friend today. She signed me up to fly on this plane today. I did real good, so I can't wait to come back. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being so nice to me on my birthday.
Okay, thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Patty, it was my first time flying, Patty.
That was great. That was really, really great. That was really, really great. Congratulations.
Patty, being up there with all of that airplane and fire and power, it was amazing. It was one of those experiences you never forget, So I can't wait.
Was it hard to drive it at night versus the day?
The night scene was just amazing. Matter of fact, I have a night clip because at night you can't see, so you have to depend on all of the instruments down there because he took me through a storm where it was lightning and it was thundering and it was raining and
wow.
And when you up there, it's God because it's like buckets of rain when you're in the sky. It's like the Niagara Falls hitting on that plane, and then when lightning hit, everything lights up like a light bulb a million times. So it's totally different in the sky and when you're driving. And he flew me above the storm. We flew above the storm, and I was like, "Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord."
That's great. Well, thank you for taking us with you on the flight. Appreciate
well,
that.
you're gonna go when we come to DC, and we'll take you over and see. We'll do this together. So I want to thank you for another wonderful show. Again, Patty, New York is lit up like a Christmas tree because of you. PIC TV Network, and Dr. Cook was amazing.
Yes, she is amazing.
She was amazing. We got to bring her back. You have to bring her back.
She does have an amazing podcast, The Coming Out Forum. It's really amazing, and I definitely suggest to check her out. That's Dr. Lisa Cook. You can find her on all the platforms. Otherwise, hit me up, and I'll direct you to her. Again, you could find all of our segments here on the PIC TV network. Yeah. Go ahead and hit that barcode, and we have all our socials too. We got, we're across all the boards. So I'm not going to start naming them because just put in PIC TV Network and we'll pop up.
I want to congratulate you on your series of shows, Patty. And matter of fact, you have a channel on PIC TV Network. I don't know, your channel is popping on PIC TV Network right now, and it's popping and trending. And all of your folks you brought on here was just amazing. And I'm surprised every time you have another new person to come on. I say, "Oh, Patty, how did you get that person?"
She was amazing. She really had beautiful shares, and I love the stories and the sentiments, and even sharing what she's doing. It was a beautiful show. So thank you for having us and having this network. Again, this is a public service, so we appreciate all donations. Again, we do a lot of projects. It's not just the shows. We do a lot behind the scenes. We have Project Smiles. I'm a proud, contributor to Project Smiles because we are giving gifts when people are in need, whether it's food, shelter, books, backpacks, holidays for the children, for toys. I mean, we're doing it all. So again, we really appreciate all the support for the PIC TV network. It's the People's Investment Channel, and we really are grateful and we thank you.
Well, you're doing it, Patty, and I want to say thank you once again. My love and prayers go out to you, Michael, and the family. And when you started this Live Your Legacy television show, we had no idea that you would go through your father-in-law leaving the planet and going to be with the Lord. And everything you're telling everybody else, now you're talking about your tributes, your influence, how you remember it, your smile and laughter, living the legacy. Patty's right back. And I want to thank you for standing there, and John, and I heard Monique was there with you over the weekend, and just for you to be there, because he still lives. He just in another place,
That's right. That's right. And really doing shows like this has, and the Mystery Grant platform and this show right here, it really built the foundation for the stability, because it wasn't easy this weekend. It was not easy, but we got through it, in fellowship, number one, and also the foundation was there. We know that these are the mysteries of life, and we just have to do what we can, and just it's about just putting your boots back on and just going, and sometimes it's not easy, but it's okay even if it's not okay. And this was definitely the test of time this weekend, but again, here we are, and we are moving forward, and my father-in-law wouldn't want it any other way. He was a stand-up man, and he was definitely would say something like, chin up, shoes on, come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, and when I think about, John, that's my dad's name. It's my father's name also. And I think about your father-in-law. Wow, and amazing. And you and Michael and the family, our prayers for you, and a lot of people who watch me right now, maybe you're going through a season where you have a loved one that you love dearly. Now they're gone to heaven, and the Lord has allowed them to move to another place. And now you have to step up and keep their legacy. This is what this show is all about, Patty. This is what your show is all about. Live Your Legacy TV show. And he's still watching. He's still watching from above, Patty. That's my Patty down there. He's watching the show.
Yes, he is. Because the truth is, Dr. David, when you're faced with loss and death of a loved one, you're faced with your own mortality, and you're faced with the realization that, we all have a limited time offer here on earth. So let's make it matter. Let's make it meaningful, and let's live our legacy. Again, thank you for having the show and for having the PIC TV network in memory of your sister, Brenda.
Yeah, I just got a text message this morning from one of my family members down in North Carolina. Said, my husband, Matt's son passed away suddenly on Friday. And, we never know, Patty. We never know Matt. I just got this text this morning.
My goodness.
My husband's son, Matt, passed away suddenly on Friday. And,
my deepest condolence for that.
Yeah. And this is why this show is so important, because there's a lot of hurting people out there with hurting hearts, and we're sending 1 million hugs, Patty.
Yep.
1 million hugs to everybody.
And it does hurt. It does hurt, but I think when we could even this weekend, when we were just sharing, memories that bring smiles to your face, that nobody could take away. Nobody could take away the good memories, the legacies that they left. So that we have to just embrace and talk about and carry with us and in our own life, in our own legacy.
Yeah. Folks, thank you for watching the PIC TV network. This is a show that you can watch over and over and over again on all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter. PIC TV network, channel 1000. The Live Your Legacy show is a new show on PIC TV network. And don't forget to go to the QR code, scan, take us on the go wherever you go. This network and this channel is made for you, those who are watching right now. Thank you, Patty. God bless you until we meet again, everybody. We'll see you next time on PIC TV network, your network.
Everybody, breaking news, PIC TV network is now on in Subway restaurants. Yep, Subway restaurants have PIC TV network now on at this location. We're so happy to have PIC TV network on at Subway restaurants. Eat fresh. Here we go. Let's see if we can get on PIC TV network again. People love us here. They can look at the book fair, they can look at the travel channel, they can look at the fitness channel, they can look at the our channels right here on PIC TV network. Here, just our channels are on here. It's Subway Stew Station channel, Pick TV Network. Here it is, folks. There we go, right there, Pick TV Network. People sitting here. Thank you, sir. You can watch our shows and programs. Pick TV Network.